Good day everyone. Welcome to this art journal session. Don't try, just do. I am Miranda Bosch-Thurlings and today I will show you how I made this art journal page. I have used primarily Lindy's Stampgang products. I've already glued everything on my page. Some tape, some chipboard, thin chipboard, because it's going to be in an art journal, so it can't be too thick. So I've used a thin chipboard and I'm gessoing everything. I'm coloring everything with gesso. I also put gesso onto the paper so that there will be no difference in colors when I put the colors on. First I'll paint some with Lindy spray. It's a sepia color, and instead of spraying I'm putting on with a brush so that I can control it more and I can put it exactly where I want it. If I'm going to spray it directly onto the page, then it will scatter and I have no control over it. So that's why I'm using this time I'm using a brush to put the colors on. To make it a bit more exciting, I've decided to spray on it, just in a few places. Now it's time for the next color, and I'm not sure what I'm using there. A bit more green in it and a bit more blue in it, and I'm coloring some spots, not everything, but some spots. So there are some I want to blend out the color a bit more, so I'm using a water brush for that. It's a bit, I find that easier than a regular brush. So with the darker color I'm going over it, and it will go into the cracks a bit more, so that the relief, the structure will become more visible. With this color I'm also going to splatter a bit. I find the splattering always soothing somehow and it gives a lovely effect to the page. A bit more playful. If you're not, you don't know what to do, just splatter a bit. So I hadn't splattered with the lighter color, so I'm doing that also, so that the colors will come back, everything. So everything is going into balance. So I find the page a bit too light, so I'm taking a darker color, and this time I'm using Magicals. It's more blue, more teal color. I'm just putting some on my craft sheet and then taking the water brush to make it, yeah, splatterable, so you can splatter it. So, well, hey, what the heck, let's take another color. I love these colors. They are so bright and they're also shimmery. You can't see that on the video, but there's a very subtle shimmer in the Lindy's products. I'm not a fan of very shiny things, but these colors make me smile. I love those colors. Now that I've put the colors on, it's time for to light up the chipboard. So I'm coloring everything with gesso to make it lighter, and then see if I need to put some more layers on it. It's not going fast enough, so I'm taking a white acrylic paint, and I hope it will make it a bit more white. Well, since the Lindy's is not completely waterproof, it will react with the gesso and acrylic paint. Well, sometimes that's nice, and sometimes you want it to be waterproof, but hey, this is okay. Oh, well, it also makes it blend in with the background more, so it's not a bad thing. It just takes a bit more time. Maybe if you want it really white, you should put it on later. So color the page first and then color some embellishments apart from the page and then put them on after everything's finished. So put them on as last. Well, I'm a bit... my English is not so good today. But I think you get the point. Get my point. So I think I'm going to experiment something, and I want to try if embossing powder will stick to the wet paint and giving it a bit more structure. I have no idea if it will work, so let's see if it works. I should work fast for that. Well, I can see already that the paint wasn't wet enough. So the embossing powder didn't stick to the places I want to. But I have to work with that, so happy accident! I'm going to try it one more time. So, one more time again, very quickly. Oh dear, at this time I want to throw it away. But I'm always telling everybody you shouldn't throw things away. So, and there can always be, you can always put another layer on top. So I'm trying to even things out with a white paint. Because there's a lot of difference between where the embossing powder is. The embossing powder is so strong, it's such a good embossing powder that the difference is too big. So I'm trying to lighten up the areas where I've missed it even more. Yeah, well, it does give, like I said, it's a very good embossing powder. So gives a beautiful structure, and this is a very white color. It's pure white, a really white color. But I don't think I will do this again with paint. It's not wet enough to stick it on. Yeah, okay, so now I find the chipboard too white. So I'm putting some sepia color back onto the chipboard. Let's see how that looks. Layer on top of layer on top of layer. Oh my, I hope it will turn out fine. I'm sure it will. There are no mistakes, only happy accidents. So I think the color is fine now, but I want to make them more pop, the embellishments. And yeah, well, at this time I'm thinking about it, but because I'm splattering again. And while I'm splattering, I think I should make these embellishments more pop. So what I'm going to do is put some highlights on the chipboard. Yeah, you see, there I go. Oh. And the highlights, I always put the highlights on top, at the top of a shape and on one side. So I'm starting with the tops. For the shadow, for the shadowing, I'm using a darker color Magicals, and I'm mixing it with a bit of white paint. So it's dark enough to mix it with white. So it will turn lighter than the Magicals are purely, but it's still dark enough to create a shadow color. And the shadow color is always, the shadows are at the bottom of a shape. So this way it will pop more. I think this was a good idea, but it's missing something. It's a bit, yeah, well, something is missing. So I'm, for the final touch, I'm going to put a phrase on it. And it reminds me of the process of this page. And I'm going to say, don't try, just do. Just do. I find the little papers a bit too white, so I'm taking some Lindy spray again. Same colors I've used in the background. Just a bit. Yeah, there it is. And I'm putting it through the ink. Okay, and the other one, it's a bit tiny, so it sticks to my fingers. Yep, there we go. And then it will fit into the page a bit more. Well, let's have a closer look. What do you think? I think the black is a bit too black because there's no other black in the page. So now I think I should bring some black back into the page. So what to use as black? Splatters! More splatters. Okay, just a bit more splatter. I'm using a black antiquing cream. So I think this is it. I've enjoyed the experimental process. I hope you have enjoyed the video and the page I've made. If you did, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you next week. Next week I have another video with a voiceover. So see you then. Bye bye.